What is your name?
My name is Samantha Garcia.
And what major are you currently taking?
I'm currently pursuing education. My major is EC through 6 general education with a specialization in bilingual studies.
What year in college are you currently in?
Fourth.
When's your graduation date?
God willing, December.
Here's the first question. Is the college that you're attending your first choice when you first were choosing your college?
I'm gonna be honest, I never grew up with aspirations to go to college. I never had a dream school. I never had any of those type of thoughts. Why? Not because I'm dumb or anything like that. Just because I'm a first generation college student, so it was never really instilled in me. I didn't grow up around people that went to college. I didn't grow up around people who wanted to go to college. So I didn't know what colleges were good, what colleges were bad. The most I knew about college was Harvard in the movies or Yale in the movies, stuff like that. Was it my first choice? To answer the question, no. Afterwards, when I learned about college, then I started realizing that maybe I wanted to go out of state, and for a long time I wanted to go to UCLA. I got accepted to UCLA, but it was too expensive, so I turned it down. And then I wanted to go to Texas State because my friends were going to Texas State, and then I decided it was too expensive, so then I decided I'll just stay here because the school I am attending, Texas A&M University San Antonio, offered me a full ride, a full scholarship, everything.
Here's the second question. Have your career plans changed since you were first in high school, or have you remained consistent?
I feel like that's kind of a silly question because you never know when you're in high school, but when I first started, probably when I was a freshman in high school, I used to watch Grey's Anatomy a lot. So I used to think I wanted to become a nurse, and I had a teacher that would tell me that I would be a great surgeon. I don't know why. So then I always thought I should do something in the medical field. But then as I started progressing, I decided that I don't really like math and I don't care too much for the sciences. So and I'm very creative. And a friend at the time told me he couldn't see me as a nurse. And so I just thought about it, and then I realized that I like to be a teacher. So yes, it has changed, and that's the trajectory of that choice.
Here's the next question. Are you involved in any organizations that have to do with teaching, not just inside of school, but outside of school?
At the moment, I'm volunteering at my church as a Sunday school teacher and as a secretary, kind of helping when there's another teacher there, and I volunteer in the nursery. But before that, for school, we did like 10 hours of service with English language learners. So I worked one-on-one with 2 students, 1 hour a week for 10 weeks. And then I did my field residency with a teacher at an elementary school nearby. So I would go there once a week for 4 hours every time that I would go. And then I also did a lot of projects in school where I had to get input from real children. So whatever the project was, a play center or a reading area, I needed to see how the children interacted with that.
So, what opportunities has your college given you so far, or just college in general?
So far, I don't know, I feel like being in college is a great opportunity in itself. Just the fact that I am enrolled in a university, because nobody in my family, none of the generations before mine have done that. But being in college has allowed me to make different connections. I've met many professors that have, I guess, liked my work ethic, liked my academic efforts and stuff. So they have told me, if you ever need a job, tell me. You know me, I know you, I like how you work, that sort of thing.
Here's the next question. What's your plan?
5 years from now. So I'm 22 years old. In 5 years, I'll be 27. That's very old. So I think by that point, I'll be pushing 30, and it's time to get it together. Maybe have a home, have a husband, maybe a child. I don't know, but I would like to be well established in my community. I'm from the southwest side of San Antonio, and I went to South San. That's the district I attended, Near Armstrong. Then I went to Shepherd, graduated from South San High School. And I'd like to work in that district again, or maybe a district adjacent to it, and work with students who are English language learners like myself, bilingual students like myself, and just maybe build a program that helps them grow in their language, in their knowledge, anything like that.
And how was it for you balancing your college work and your personal work and your personal life?
So when I entered my freshman year, I had just quit my job, so I was able to just focus on school. And my first semester, I took 6 classes, so that's a lot. It's not the most. I'm sure there's people that have taken more, but that was a lot. And then my second semester, I decided I needed, well, my mom decided that I needed a job. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm a shopaholic, guys. Well, I'm reformed. And that's when I decided that I needed to take less courses so that I could also have time to do my homework and my projects, but still have a job. And at first, it was a struggle. I was always tired and I felt like I didn't have any time for myself. But as I progressed, I found a balance in it. And every semester really did look different because I was taking different courses. My school schedule was never really solid, but I always knew that, well, I have a planner, so every day I knew where I was going, I knew what I had to do, I knew what my schedule was like. So I think if you have a planner, if you make lists, stuff like that, you'll keep her steady.
And who or what is your biggest support system?
I would say my family is a very great support system for me. I was able to live at home. My school is 15 minutes from my house, and the school did pay 100% of the academic part of it. And since I was able to stay here with my family, that's how they supported me, by letting me live here for free. Basically, I'm a freeloader. So I would say my family is a big support system. My mom does motivate me a lot to keep going, keep studying, do your homework. She asks me a lot, oh, how are you gonna do it with school? Are you gonna work still? So she keeps me grounded, makes me take a look at my whole situation and ask myself, am I capable of taking this on? So I would say my family is my biggest support system. My mom.
If you could offer any advice to incoming college students, what would it be?
I would say all incoming college students, pick a career that you are going to enjoy. Because when you're in the classes, if you realize I don't like this, then maybe that career isn't for you. And it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to say, I don't think I want to be this, or I don't think I want to do this. I'm going to change my focus towards this area because I did like this aspect. It's okay to change your mind, basically. When I first started, I thought I wanted to be an English teacher, like an English high school teacher, but then I decided that I wanted to work with students who are bilingual and maybe a younger age range. That's where I changed my mind, and that's okay. It's okay to change your mind.
Last question. Did you feel FOMO since you attended a college close to home, or you're fine?
Honestly, I think I'm fine because I have never been the type to want to party or do any of those things. I have enjoyed it. I bring that up because I feel like that's a big selling point for a lot of students that want to go to party schools or they want to go far away. They kind of want that freedom. But I like where I live and I'm pretty calm. I just do simple things. There were times where I did feel like I was missing out with being with my friends, not necessarily with the things that they were doing, but just being with them in general because they all went far. But then I made new friends, and that's okay. I still have my old friends, but I made new friends. And a lot of the reason that I stayed was because first, I got a full ride. Second, well, that was 4 years ago. My sister was 14 and my brother was 6-ish, 5-ish. And I didn't want to miss out on being with them. So that was a big part of my decision.
And why are you getting emotional?
I'm getting emotional because, well, 4 years have passed. My brother's 14 now. He's 10. He's 10. I'm sorry, I can't do math. He's 10. And my sister, she's 18. And I feel like it was good for me to stay because I was able to be there with them. And now she's going to go far away. And that's okay because I spent my time with her. And now it's time for me maybe to move on as well. But my brother was little and I wanted to spend time with my family still. But I didn't want to give up that dream. There were times where, because I did want to go to UCLA, I had asked my mom, can I go to that school? And she said no, that it was too far. But also, I had to take into account that it was too expensive. Especially because it was out of state, and just any out of state school is going to be expensive in general. But I did feel kind of like I was letting go of something. Oh, there were going to be so many opportunities for me over there, but in reality, there's opportunities everywhere you look. Anyways, I don't have FOMO.
Do you have any last words to say to your audience?
My audience of Idea Senior, let me see. I will say that everybody's future looks different and everybody's in a different chapter of their life. So, if you feel like you're behind all your classmates, you're not. You're just in a different chapter of your life, and that's okay. If you ever feel like you're different than everybody else, everybody's different, and that's okay. If you ever feel like you don't know what you're doing, that's okay. You're only 17 years old. If you feel like you're running out of time, you're not. You're only 17 or 18 years old. And if you ever feel like people are staring at you and you're embarrassed of something and you're gonna be in a new situation, it's all gonna be a culture shock. And if you feel embarrassed, don't be. Everybody is new too. Everybody's feeling the same thing as you. Make friends, be nice, be talkative. That has always worked for me. I like to go up to people and stuff, and just don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of these new opportunities that are coming your way. Don't be scared. Just be happy, be excited that you're living this new experience that many people haven't been able to do. And that's it. Good luck.
Thank you for your words, Samantha Garcia. This is April 27th, 2025. Goodbye.
Bye.